Samsung A12. Worth it ba? Hey everyone, Amblin here, and today I'll be showing you the specs, sample photos, videos, and of course, the price of Samsung A12. We'll find out if totoo bang worth it ng phone na to sa presyong 7,990. But first, unbox muna tayo. Inside is a quick start guide, the 6.5-inch Samsung A12 smartphone, earphones, Type-C cable, fast charging brick, and no jelly case. Let's start with the design. On its left is the SIM tray, on top is the secondary mic, on its right is the volume rack and fingerprint sensor, and at the bottom are the speakers, USB-C port, and yes, merong audio jack. Samsung A12 comes in 3 colors, white, black, and blue. It has a matte plastic frame and back panel with etched grooves to make it easier to handle. It is one of the phones na ang ganda sa kamay to the point na di mo na kailangan mag-jelly case because it feels sturdy and di madaling mag-slip because of the back pattern. Now for the screen. Meron itong 6.5 inches of 720 by 1600 IPS screen which still looks great when watching videos. It has a 20 by 9 aspect ratio which is the optimal screen size for watching Netflix and YouTube. The main drawback of the screen, however, is that it's not too bright when used outdoors. For regular everyday use, the screen is enough to keep us entertained. Now for the camera. Samsung A12 has 5 cameras with 4 located at the back. It has a 48 megapixel f2.0 aperture main camera, 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera, 2 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor camera for those trendy blur background effect. The main camera has a Pro mode, portrait, and photo mode that's capable of ultra-wide and zoom. These are the unedited samples from its main camera. Ito naman ang mga samples ng 8MP selfie camera. For those TikTok and vlogger wannabes, ito ang video samples at 1080p at 30 FPS. Hey guys! So here is a sample of Samsung A12's front camera. For heavy users, check this out. Ito ang technical specifications of Samsung A12. Our unit of Samsung A12 is equipped with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage with a MediaTek MT6765 Helio P35 chipset. It has a dedicated slot for microSD for more storage, katabi ng dalawang provided slots for the SIM cards. If you're using this phone primarily as your daily driver to get connected on social media or for just SMS and calls, this should be more than enough. What we find impressive though is that this phone is very stable. Hindi kami nagka-encounter ng apps na nagka-crash, which usually happens in phones within this budget price range. There is slight delay in boot up time and sometimes loading times, but once the apps are opened, it runs very smooth on this phone, which is important to us. Imagine naglalaro ka ng ranked game tapos biglang nag-crash yung game mo. Speaking of games, keep in mind that this isn't in any way a gaming phone. Here's our actual gameplay on how Samsung A12 performed on 2 of the most popular games in the Philippines, which is COD Mobile and Mobile Legends. As you can see, the games are playable. Take note na hindi ito isang gaming phone, but you can play those games without any problem and never kami nagka-experience na nagka-crash ang games for over 1 week of use. So now, enjoy the gameplay. For the OS, it runs on Android 10 and Samsung's One UI. The side fingerprint sensor is a new upgrade from the previous A11's back-mounted sensor. And the A12 also supports face unlocking if you prefer that option. As for the battery life, It has a 5000 mAh battery capacity. Samsung A12 also included a fast charger right out of the box, which charges your phone from 5% to 100% in less than 2 hours. So for the price of $7,990, Samsung A12 is worth it for most users. Big screen, quad camera, and a huge 5000 mAh battery is what we love about this phone. Perfect if you're just starting to create a content from your phone because it's one of the budget phones with a solid rear camera and a decent selfie. Samsung A12 is also good for casual gamers and people who use their phones mainly to browse and use social media like Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Plus, it's only $7,990, so swak sa budget. You can get your Samsung A12 in all 8 Telcom branches in Davao City. So, worth it ba ang Samsung A12 para sa'yo? If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.